podcast is part of the Sports Social Podcast Network.
All right, with Tom, we're a couple hours after the game. How was it for you? Was it all you ever dreamed of? Omonia Nicossia versus United?
Oh, yeah. I mean, I have been dreaming of this kind of game to come around for many a year. And yeah, it played out exactly how I thought.
It's the magic of the Europa League.
Exactly. Watching Ronaldo waddle around like he's a 55-year-old geriatric. Though 55 is unlikely to be a geriatric, but he did.
Yeah, well, yeah. He's neither 55 nor a geriatric, but yeah, we know what you mean.
Yes, he looked it was really quite cringy. I think that's the biggest takeaway from this game, to be honest.
Yeah. He was desperate to get that goal, wasn't he? I know he's always desperate to get that goal. The commentator on the stream I was watching, the feed I was watching, was going on about the 700th career goal constantly. So
they were on BT as well, yeah.
Yeah, I imagine that Ronaldo knew that intimately. It was kind of funny that he got an assist at the end by skewing a shot would have been miles wide.
It summed up his performance, and especially after all the talk on Saturday, I know it kind of comes from people that we don't always want to listen to. Like, I mean, Roy Keane is sometimes fantastic on certain subjects, but then he's also wildly inaccurate with other things, and like the saying, like disrespecting Ronaldo by leaving him on the bench and all that kind of talk about why would you leave Ronaldo on the bench? Maybe Martial comes on and scores 2 goals anyway. But you just see it tonight. In every game that Ronaldo's played this season, he's just looked so off it. And like, I mean, I don't like Ronaldo. But I almost find it myself feeling sorry for him. Like, I know this guy is like, toxic in so many different ways and has seemingly unbreakable confidence. But watching him walk around and wallow around, it's like, oh my God, it's like, just take this. I don't know, like if he was a horse, you'd go out and shoot him at this stage. But then
it's like George Foreman making a comeback at age 59 or whatever it was. 17th
it really
comeback.
Is. Yeah, it's like, oh man, it's just. And then I guess something that I guess quite overlooked is the fact that he lost a child in the summer, and maybe how much that, I mean, that's obviously going to affect any kind of human. And you forget that Ronaldo actually is a human being at times, and maybe that's affected him loads. And there's part of my brain that's maybe thinking, feeling sorry for him in that sort of way as well. But like, it's just, I mean, it's also a good thing, I think, that he's playing so badly, because then in the league games we don't have to play him, because you can just go, in every game that he's played, he's crap. So
yeah.
And we're winning.
Well, especially with Marcus Rashford and Anthony Martial scoring at the moment. We can talk about Sancho and Anthony because there's some challenges there, I think.
There really is.
Yeah, really. But Martial scoring is nice. It's nice. He scored and he smiled for all the haters, just to give them one. And Marcus scored as well. Nearly screwed it up. Really bad touch, and then beautiful curl into the corner. Kind of interesting game for United, because they weren't very good in the first half. Much better in the second, but if you just to look at the stats, it's 28 shots, over 3 XG, thoroughly deserved it from that perspective. And you'd expect so against the quality of opposition, but it didn't make it hard for ourselves. Disjointed in the first half and then conceding goals in the second. So,
yeah, the first half is one of them games where it felt like the goal was just inevitably going to come. It didn't feel like they barely got in our half apart from their goal. We hit the bar. Ronaldo should have put that rebound in with his head. I don't know why he went with his foot. And I think the referee gave an indirect free kick for a high foot when he literally could have just headed it in. And younger Ronaldo would have done, obviously, or remember that goal against Roma where he so bravely went.
He's been watching Erling Haaland, so you wonder scoring with your foot from 7 foot tall is the new heading the ball.
You also wonder, like him watching that game at the weekend, what's going through his head, thinking, "Oh my God, every record that I've broken, which I thought was going to stand the test of maybe my lifetime, is going to be broken in about 5 years if this goes on.
Scoring at rate of 2 goals a game, it might well be.
Oh my God!
I mean, I know he might be looking at that. And it's funny enough, all the stories about Ronaldo wanting out in January started come out again, didn't they? Post
Galatasaray, I think, was one of the rumours today.
Man, he's scraping the bottom of the barrel.
All the big clubs, yeah. I mean, Turkey kind of fits because they buy loads of Premier League rejects and put them on enormous wages, so.
They do. It's a sort of staging post before the MLS, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. Yeah, it's
which is a staging post for the Australian A-League. So
I see Ronaldo playing in there with Jack Rodwell in a few years. I think actually Rodwell might have left them now.
He didn't make it in the A-League, man.
I don't think he did. Is Daniel Sturridge over there still?
Not sure. He was. I mean, the only time I took notice of that was when he put that message on Instagram about getting a barber.
yeah.
Not just any barber, though. It has to be top.
Priorities.
So anyway, back to United. Yes, it was the goal, kind of had a lot of the ball, but weren't really created some chances in the first half, but weren't able to put it away. Just kind of felt a bit disjointed. Seemed to have better balance when Rashford came on in the second half. So.
Yeah, I think, like you say, it's a concern about Jadon Sancho at the moment. Like he was getting ripped apart on Twitter at halftime by people who I would say are usually definitely like switched on and intelligent people, but usually a little bit reserved when clattering into players. I'd not say they were clattering in, but they were being, it's like, come on, like we need to see more of Sancho now. And I know it's kind of early in the season and he has had a few good games, but he's just, I think what I kind of want to see more from him is just a bit more drive, a bit more willingness to maybe make a mistake here and there. Like I know he's used to like playing, knitting things together and getting things right in the last third, which he does on a lot of occasions. But I think he's almost like scared to make a mistake at times and scared to take a man on. Like the goal, Omonia's goal today, it's just kind of almost encapsulates that fear almost, that like to go back to Malacia there where you could easily have found another pass. Like, I mean, the thing is, especially in these kind of games, like Omonia are not going to press you really hard. You've got loads of space. He's got loads of space in that fine, and then playing a ball to Malacia, it's just he kind of looks like he's playing with a lot of fear, which I don't think he should be.
No, he shouldn't be. And I think I really want him to be more proactive. And I guess we're saying the same thing. I want him to be more active 28 touches he had today. It's not much for someone who's a creative player.
Yeah.
And we want him more involved because he is good on the ball and we know he can score goals. The thing that he doesn't have is explosive pace, but we knew that beforehand. It's good enough, but it's not explosive. We've got other players who've got that. And him being involved in the play, being tight to Bruno and to whoever's playing at number 9, that's where he's going to be best. So it's like he's going to have some competition now because I think the competition is between him and Marcus Rashford for that left-hand side. Maybe Rashford plays up top. Maybe it's Martial. Maybe it's Ronaldo if we're desperate for someone in the EFL Cup. And Anthony, Anthony has similar comments, really. I mean, I noticed I put the same tweet out as you, basically, which is like, is he a bit rubbish, actually? And I'm being a bit cheeky there, but you know what? He doesn't look like $100 million player. I mean, magnificent goal against City, of course.
Yeah.
Beautiful hit. And he's got those moments in him. And he nearly scored one today, second half.
Great effort, to be fair.
Yeah, but there's not enough of that to justify $100 million. And he's not involved in the game very much. And he gets the ball and he kind of does not really taking on players. I mean, Ajax, he was doing 13 take-ons a game on average. 13. Which is huge. And he's probably doing about 3 at the moment.
Yeah.
So, and most of it's going backwards.
Yeah. And you can kind of forgive him in the Premier League for maybe not taking on men because obviously the standard from the Division to the Premier League is a huge step up, and especially in defences. I mean, it's just an obvious point. But like tonight, you're playing against Omonia, like Cypriot defenders, you should be, able to do that. There was a moment on the right wing where he beat his man probably about 13 times, where he just kept beating him and beating him and beating him. But he does a lot of that. There's kind of a lot of flashiness about almost everything he does. We saw it in the first game, in the first 20 minutes against Arsenal, where he did that little, almost like shake a leg, roll deep kind of thing. Come and shake a leg with me. And like we see a lot of that, but not the bursting past them. And also I think his final ball so often, like especially today, like how many shots he drags wide, and like he doesn't connect with the ball like very well. I always thought this from what I saw of him at Ajax. He doesn't connect with the ball that great. Like obviously he has scored 2 goals for us already, had a great effort today, but I don't think that's going to be a consistent feature of his game. And I am fearful of Anthony. He's got loads of confidence, which is going to help, but
well, if it lasts, it's the output. Like 2 successful dribbles today, no successful crosses, 2 passes into the final third, 4 shots, right? That's not a lot of output for a £100 million player. It's not a lot of successful output. So we definitely need more from him. I mean, he's had, 4 or 5 games. So it's a bit early to say he's rubbish, to be honest.
It really is. It's just what your eyes don't deceive you, though. Like when you kind of see something, you're like, with Sancho, for example, you can see what makes him good. Where with Anthony, it just, for me, there's a lot of alarm bells ringing, which hopefully those alarm bells can kind of dissipate a little bit and become a little bit quieter. But for now, it just, it makes me really fearful. And so much of that also comes from the fact that his numbers weren't great at Ajax, especially when you compare.
We talked about it,
especially when you compare it to someone like even Hakim Ziyech, who is a lot cleaner with everything with almost all of its output, who didn't make it in the Premier League at the highest level. And then you see him, and you see Anthony come in, and you're like, this is already a bit of a worry for me. And then you see him in the games, even against Arsenal where he scored, he wasn't very good, in my opinion. No. But so, I don't want to jump to conclusions too much, but I am just fearful. I can't,
One other player we should talk about, I think, when we're dumping on players, is Tyrell Malacia, who's had a few hard games at the moment, and he got ripped a new one on Sunday against City, didn't he? And he wasn't that great tonight. Be interesting to see whether he keeps his place for the game against Everton or whether Luke Shaw comes in, because Luke Shaw did all right in the second half against City, didn't he? Came on again tonight. It's good, healthy competition, which we don't have on the right-hand side, because I guess Aaron Wan-Bissaka is basically dead to Ten Hag.
Yeah.
So, don't know what he did, but he's not going to get a sniff.
Yeah, I think it's probably right for maybe Shaw to play. Like, I think I always feel with Shaw that he has loads of ability. It's just his mental game is a lot of the time just not up to it. But hopefully, with a World Cup on the horizon, a World Cup that he might not even go to if he doesn't start playing well.
Although Gareth Southgate is loyal and as we've seen,
to a fault, I think. So, but he is. But if he wants to maybe nail down that starting spot in the World Cup team, then he's got probably 2 months just over a month to do it. And I think
he's got another 8 games for United, basically.
Exactly, yeah. Maybe we'll see the best of him in those 8 games, because I think he probably will get the start on Sunday now after Malacia's 2 poor games. And I think when we saw Shaw at his best, that was when Tellez was really challenging him for the first team. And then when he realised Tellez was pretty crap, then like the rest of us, then his Shaw's performance has tailed off a little bit as well. So hopefully we'll see the best of him at least for a month or so.
Yeah, we'll see on that one. It would be nice to be in a position on the fullback side of things, because of the nature of the wide players we have, whether it's Anthony or Martial or Rashford or Sancho, they all want to come inside, all of them. So we haven't got any touchline huggers really. And so the fullbacks are important. Dallow's done okay this season. I mean, it seems to be his spot. And no, like the defensive side of his game was a real problem. And the offensive side of his game wasn't as good as it promised, or at least the output wasn't as good as he looked. So, but he's doing all right. It'd be good to have competition at fullback.
Yeah.
We've got a lot of fullbacks are all kind of slightly middling.
Really. And like you say, they are so important because, I mean, truly in a system like this where Sancho or Rashford are pulling in from the left and, like you say, Anthony's pulling in from the right, to have overlapping fullbacks who can truly make an impact on the game, like it would be a huge asset to this formation and system. But like you say, they're so middling, all of them. Like, and I thought Malacia maybe would be an upgrade in that. Maybe he will be. Again, it's still early days with him, and it's hard to sometimes like judge performances against City when they are so superior to us. They're 6 years into a system that has been perfected by one of the best coaches in the world, and they've got an alien up top. It's kind of maybe hard to judge on that game, but tonight again he just looked off it and obviously made a silly mistake for the goal. So yeah, there's a lot of negatives actually to take away from tonight. I mean, obviously,
but we won.
Yeah, exactly. But we played a Cypriot team who finished second in their league last season, or did they win?
Yeah, I know it's hard to take too many positives. I mean, scored some goals, nice goal from Marcus. And lovely layoff from Ronaldo, who definitely wasn't shooting. It was always planned. He just made it look like a shank. That's all. So, yeah. All good. And a goal for Anthony Martial again. So those are the positives.
And he took that goal well. Like, his touch was just perfect to to put him in.
And right in the corner, confident. Don't know where it's come from.
No.
He needs to stay fit, obviously, which he never does. So it's hard to like make any future plans with Anthony Martial.
Yeah, it is.
Because talking to Anthony's, where's Anthony Elanga? We haven't seen him for a long time. Is he?
Yeah,
what's happened to him?
I thought he maybe would be one for the team today. I'm surprised that Ten Hag went with such a strong lineup, but I guess we're maybe behind the ball a little bit with losing to Real Sociedad at home. He obviously wants to really prioritise this competition then, I guess.
Which is right. United have to get out of this group and have to be in this competition. And we'd really like to win it because, like with the new playoff system, you get an extra 2 games if you finish second.
Yeah.
So and
you miss the champion. Yeah. In that round as well, you get a Champions League team as well, don't you?
You get a Champions League team.
Which could be Barcelona.
Yeah, that's right. United versus Barcelona in the round of 16 in the Europa League. Yeah, that's what dreams are made of. Anyway, it's not like looking at the fixture list. It's an absolute. I mean, for 24-25, when the new Swiss model comes in to play, is what it will look like if United are in the round of 16. 4 extra games, basically no space at all for EFL games. I don't know what will happen with 2 games postponed. We've got to find time for, which will not be found this side of Christmas because there isn't a time unless they play it the day after Fulham, and we're already the last game before the World Cup. So it's like, anyway, there's end up in that round. We're going to be playing a Sunday, Tuesday, Thursday, Sunday week at some point.
Yeah.
Which will just be the week where we have Liverpool and City, no doubt.
Yeah, it's not ideal. But then the squad's feels like it's quite plump at the moment. Like you say, like Elanga's not around. I mean, you've got Fred who's barely playing at the moment.
Fred is barely playing. I mean, a lot of the players are playing a lot of. He's tried to find some consistency. I mean, you look at the bench. We've got Heaton and Dubravka. I still don't understand why we did that Dubravka deal, but
he thought if any games he was going to be playing in would be these.
Yeah, I mean, guess he's not at all. I mean, it was save on the guarantee obligation to buy if he never plays. Palestri, Iqbal, Elanga and Garnacho were the attackers on the bench that didn't come on.
I'm surprised they all came because they played on, was it Tuesday night against Barrow?
They did, yeah, and won as well.
Yeah. I think they all played
top
90.
game, that one.
Yeah. I don't know if you saw the Tom Huddleston assist for the Garnacho goal, but it was dreamy. Get him in that first team. Get him in that first team.
Yeah. He can ping a ball. He can't move, but he can ping a ball.
The thing is, he'd probably be good in a game like tonight. But yeah, I think it's maybe pushing it a little bit.
Yeah, so important that United won. Second, there's the Sheriff. I mean, Sociedad won tonight. I think it's the reverse fixtures next week, isn't it? It's Omonia at Old Trafford, and so likely, it looks likely if it plays out like it is playing that we'll need to go to Real Sociedad and win in order to top the group. So.
Which is more than doable.
Yeah, I mean, get a good atmosphere. Anoeta, right? Good San Sebastian, lovely city. Anoeta, great stadium. Great one for the away fans. Again, like tonight.
Yeah.
Every hotel room in Cyprus sold out because thousands of Reds turned up, unsurprisingly.
Yeah. And, I mean, it obviously meant so much to Sociedad at Old Trafford, like the manager's reaction to the victory and all the players going mental. So that makes it, even more of a difficult test. That all three of the teams obviously are so up for these games. They don't play them very often. I mean, when was the last time we did? Well, I guess we've never played Omonia. We've never played Sheriff. Had we ever played Sociedad before?
Yeah, we have. Yeah. A couple of times, actually. We played them a couple of years ago.
Oh, did we?
Yeah. And I think we played 3 ties against them overall.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Double-legged ones. Yeah.
Yeah.
Something like that. Anyway, anything else on this game? Thoughts?
I think the what I wanted to see today was for us to come out with huge intensity and verve, and to kind of right the wrongs of what happened on Saturday, like Sunday. I think there were a lot of mitigating factors for what happened on Sunday. We'd not played a competitive game. We'd obviously played against Sheriff and we played that Sociedad game, but not two truly Premier League competitive game for like over a month, and I think that really held us back on Sunday. But I wanted us to come out and treat this game properly. If we was going to play the first team, really come out and just blitz them, but we didn't. We looked really lethargic, and it felt like a performance under Oli, a performance under Ranić, a performance under Mourinho. I wanted to see more intensity week upon week, because that's what I kind of expect to see under Ten Hag. And I know it's early days, but again, we didn't see it tonight. It was like a flat, almost typical post-Fergie United performance tonight, especially in that first half against the really, really poor opposition who, what would their team be? Like equal to lower level championship, maybe League One. Genuinely, Sarifard, who scored the goal for Omonia, the first one, took it really well. He couldn't even get in the Forest team about 3 or 4 years ago. Adam Long, who is a Hungarian international, was notoriously a laughing stock in Hungary. Played okay tonight, to be fair. It's not a great side. It's not a great level, and we made them look. I know at times we dominated, but they made them look relatively
You'd expect
okay.
it, yeah. What would Erling Haaland have done to that team? No, anyway, I'm sick of talking about Erling Haaland. Mm-hmm. It's cheating. It's financial cheating, and he's just cheating. Yeah. So he's the son of some kind of Norse god, isn't he? No, he's actually the son of Alfie Haaland. I did like people sending that fake quote. Admittedly, I think it's a fake quote around saying of Roy Keane going, I should have aimed for his balls.
Yeah.
I wish it was a real quote, but it's not. Anyway, Everton at the weekend then. And Everton, I mean, they're doing all right. Like under Frank Lampard, the genius that is. They haven't lost the game in 5 or 6. Yeah. So, which is progress for them.
They're playing with a real intensity at the moment. They're not playing particularly good football, but they're playing hard, especially that game against Liverpool. They just tried to just beat them up, essentially. And if United start tepidly, which we have often done, it's going to be a real shock for the players. And you just, I don't like Frank Lampard in any respect, but fair play to him to being able to generate this reaction, because I thought they were doomed under him. They started off quite poorly in the season, and then I think that Liverpool game was the one that really turned them around. Started playing.
I was just looking, they haven't lost for 7 games, haven't lost since August. So, which is a lot of draws in there, but it's a surprising run. And you're right. He's got them playing with some intensity, albeit with a whole bunch of bang average players. So maybe that's some credit to him. I don't want to give him any credit because he's a bit of a dick, and he's a Tory.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, two black marks. Sorry for getting political. But yeah, he just smells a Tory.
And that's why it would have been so delightful not to see that smug face in the Premier League anymore. It would have been delightful if they were relegated last season. He got so in my head towards the end of that last season because I was so desperate for them to go down. He was, as the kids say, living in my head very rent free. And I guess now I've tried to transcend that hate and try and view him as a human being. But
no, don't do that.
No,
please.
He's a tool. But yeah, it's going to be difficult, and a night game as well. Goodison Park,
Sunday night game.
Yeah,
Sunday night game.
Yeah, very odd. But
what's up with that?
The atmosphere is going to be mad because, especially as they're quite good form, and their players are I don't know, like Connor Ben's out there. They're probably on some kind of performance enhancing drug, just going absolutely mad out there. And yeah, all led by Anthony Gordon because he is a maniac. But yeah, it's going to be difficult.
They've got quite a long injury injury list at the moment, which is, I guess that gives Lampard fewer options. So reasonably consistent team as a result. Calvert-Lewin's still out, isn't he? And Patterson, who looked decent actually when I saw the new right back, looked pretty good actually. He's injured, and Ben Godfrey's injured, and a whole bunch of them, which has kind of restricted their already smallish squad.
Yeah, I think that sometimes helps as well, doesn't it? It kind of galvanizes you, and I think sometimes where almost a little bit under very, very different circumstances, but Rooney, Derby, where things kind of go against you a little bit, it can rouse you. And I don't know how long Lampard will be able to keep this up. I don't know how long this style of football is going to be successful for, but at the moment it's kind of working for them, and it's a very, very difficult game. A game that, if we kind of have any top four aspirations, probably need to win, and to get back into some kind of confidence and winning groove. Obviously, after two pretty disappointing results, it's a big one, I think.
It is a big one because no guarantee of success in this game. Will be a good atmosphere. Everton doing all right. Need to take it really seriously. United losing could end up could be where down into 12th, 11th, 12th, something like that. If United lose, depending on the results.
Yeah, Everton go above us if they win. So, and we've got a worse goal difference than them.
And we've got a worse goal difference. The one thing you can say about Everton is they don't concede many. They don't score many, don't concede many.
Yeah.
And so, our goal difference is not good.
No.
Funnily enough, after Sunday's performance. So, it is a big one. And Ten Hag needs this. He needs momentum. And I think we always knew that there would be inconsistencies.
Yeah.
Because although he brought in all these new players, which does up the quality, we hope, in some cases, there's still a whole group of players there that have shown inconsistency for many years. So why would it be too much different?
Yeah. So it's going to be interesting to see whether he plays Casemiro or not, because I thought he looked, again, rusty tonight. I think in every game that he's played so far, he's looked rusty. And I think one of the reasons why Ten Hag didn't trust him on Sunday, rightly or wrongly, was because he's just looked off it. And I think
doesn't seem ready. Yeah.
I think it would have been,
but he needs games, doesn't he?
He does, yeah. But you think maybe in a game like today, he could really show off what it's all about, but didn't quite. Maybe
giving the ball away, wasn't he?
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah, just not silky smooth, which maybe he's not quite renowned for, but you expect to be against that type of opposition. And I think maybe if he had played him on Sunday, he could have really been shown up for how maybe off it he is at the moment, if he'd have played from the start. But that's a hypothetical. It's going to be interesting to see whether he is trusted on Sunday. I think it's an easy game for him to put him into after what has happened. And obviously Scott McTominay playing so badly makes that a little bit easier. But Scott McTominay was great.
Yeah,
before
and I did wonder. Well, he was, and that's what Ten Hag said. And Ten Hag said that he's in the team because he's playing well, and that was the reason Casemiro was not in the team. But McTominay was dreadful against City, and that sounds like the right prompt to make the change. And if he doesn't make the change, then you got to wonder what's up.
Yeah,
and you can't have Casemiro nearly 31 years old, €70 million purchase price sitting on the bench. It makes no sense at all.
No.
So
He has to come into this one, doesn't he?
If he doesn't come into the side soon, you're going to start asking questions about who exactly sanctioned that purchase.
Yeah.
So.
And it's like, when are you going to put him in then? Like, how long are you going to wait? Like, it's October now already.
I'm not sure what the team is because Sancho's not playing well. Marcus has scored, so I wonder when Rashford comes in. Does Martial start front, Rashford left, Anthony right, something like that?
I think that would be perfect if he thinks that Martial is fit enough to start from the start, which I guess he should be because he's played 45. He played whatever 30 or so tonight, so I think that makes sense.
And then Eriksen, Bruno, Casemiro midfield. Mm-hmm. And then the only question there, given that Maguire's probably still injured, seems like it, and Varane's injured, it'll be Lindelof and Eric Martinez.
Yep.
Dalot, Shaw or Malacia. We'll see what he does there. That's interesting. And De Gea. So it's a few questions, but I think I feel like if I was edging towards the choices, I'm thinking Rashford, Martial, Casemiro, Shaw might all start.
Yeah, I think so. I think Lindelof and Dalot, I think, have to get a better understanding today because there was a lot going over them and in behind them tonight.
Yeah.
And that's the problem when you lose someone as good as Rafa Varane has been this season, and you bring in someone like Lindelof, it does show up even in a game like today. So hopefully we can see a bit of more of an improvement from him as well. It's another concern.
Many of them, always. Welcome to Manchester United.
I know, that is it, isn't it? Modern day Man United is an interesting one.
Okay, thanks, Tom. I will be back at the weekend with Wayne. Backers will do a big piece at the weekend. And sorry, I haven't been with you much. It's not our fault. The Queen died. Blame her. So, and then I think I will be with Dan for the Omonia Nicossia game next midweek, and Tom or Wayne for the weekend afterwards. Yeah. Anyway, we'll see you all soon. If you like the show, the way you can support us best is by leaving us a rating and review on Apple Podcasts. And it really doesn't matter what you say in that review either. You can say you'd rather we talked about Manchester City and Liverpool. Just hit those 5 stars. Many thanks.